pick spans. What obviously we're done the pick spans, as we had little technical difficulties. As far as each side, where do you see the strengths right now, Scruffy? Where do you see who has the better comp in your opinion?
Um, well, I mean, the Gangplank obviously is a very strong pick for, um, for no Asylum on the red side. Um, so that's a good late game powerhouse, and then they have good engage behind Lysandra and Zach. But then on the other side, you have a Malphite engage, um, and some of the stronger pickups right now in Victor and Corki as your carries. So right now, I would have to give the early advantage to um, Crown, just by their picks alone. But Asylum does have a scary late game and scary team fight potential on their side.
Yeah, I really think that Zach,
Microphone muted.
along with the Lysandra, creates a lot of flank potential, creates a lot of engage potential, but at the same time, like, you've got Crown, who basically has two Alistars, two Malphite ults with an Alistar combo, obviously, and then the Malphite ult. So that's a lot of engage on the side. And then you see this really common in LCKs, especially. We get the Malphite with the Kindred combination, and it makes so that if Malphite goes in, Kindred can kind of keep that backline a bit more safe. And Kindred plus Victor, I really like the combo because Victor can be blown up if you get the flank on him. So especially against Zach, against Lysandra, Victor can be very vulnerable. But he has cleanse and a Kindred ult. He's got a lot of ways to get out. That's, for an immobile champion is really, really good to have. Then the rest of the team is just super mobile. Corki can get out for himself. Then Kindred just has that extra mobility. And another thing about Crown's comp is Kindred kind of becomes sort of a tank with how long she can stay alive. It creates a lot of attention to her, and obviously her ult zone. But at the same time, you look at the mid game, I gotta give it to Crown. But the late game, like, you really have to look at Asylum's comp and kind of be a little bit scared. You got Gangplank that just does a ton of damage late. Zac and Brown become almost unkillable. And then Lucian deals a lot more damage in the late game. So that's something you gotta watch for as far as Asylums. But I think if Crown can snowball a lead early, they have a chance to take down Asylum.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how they play around their spikes, because obviously Triforce, Corki, first item Victor, Malphite will always get that ult, so around level 6, or a little later, that's when Crown is going to be the strongest with a Triforce Corki and a 1 or 2 item Victor. So we'll have to see what the game plan around that, if they want to fight then, or because, like you said, I don't think they can really let it go to late game. If Gangplank lands his barrels late game, that's going to be pretty devastating. They do have 3 squishies on the side of Crown, and with Gangplank poke, that'll be pretty detrimental to, they'll get poked out pretty easily. So
Yeah, they don't have a lot of answer for the Gangplank poke. I think they don't have a lot of sustain. Obviously, the Kindred has a little bit of sustain, but you don't have a ton of sustain. Gangplank pokes, you have to really, you have to engage. You have to go in, and you can't kind of sit around, because otherwise, Gangplank is gonna poke you down. Lysandra has a decent amount of poke. You don't want to give them the chance to poke you down with the Gangplank. You want to just get right in there, get the fight going, have that Malphite engage, and if the Malphite can't engage, have the Alistar engage. Another thing I want to point out about Crown's comp that I really like is their dive potential is extremely good. Obviously, Alistar is one of the best diving supports. You've got Malphite who can dive pretty well, and then you have Kindred who can, with her ulti, can dive extremely well on top of that. So something Asylum's going to have to watch out for is those rotations to look for the dives. If Crown is going to get a lead in their lane stage, they're going to try pulling these dives and have a very, very good comp for it. So it's something that Asylum has to watch out for, and we'll see if they can pull it off properly, because sometimes dives go very wrong.
Yep, so it looked like we had a standard start here, no lane swaps. Zach starting on his bottom side jungle, and looks like Kindred's starting red. Interesting. I don't know if she's starting there to maybe try an early invade on Zach, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and pointing out something that I really like about Alistar's mastery is he does have, or sorry, she does have the wind speakers on Alistar, which did have a slight nerf, obviously with the cooldown being increased on Alistar and just the heal not being as strong. But wind speakers is still so strong because of that AoE damage. Also because of the AoE resistances that he gives, if he gets all 5 people in the heal or 3 or 4 people in the heal, it is still extremely strong.
Yep, looks like we got a gank bot lane here. Kindred coming in from behind. Ooh, exhaust on Kindred. I think she's gonna get away here. Oh, they might be able to turn it. First blood, nice first blood from Asylum there. They're able to turn that around pretty easily. Getting the Braum stun off here. So they're gonna get 2 kills here. Wow, good turnaround.
Yeah, that's
good play from them.
That's something that you really don't want to do, is tank a lot of damage from the minions, and that's exactly what
yeah,
Kindred
especially
did.
Since Kindred's level 2.
Yeah, Kindred is so squishy in the early game. She tanked probably up to 100 to 200 damage from the minions. You don't want to do that. And a Braum Lucian lane, we said this. We thought it, we didn't say it, but something I did want to point out is the Lucian Braum lane is a strong lane, and they can turn around those ganks, obviously with the Braum, and Lucian be able to proc the Braum stun so quickly, and when you saw that there, Braum was able to get the stun on Kindred, then he got the stun on Alistar, and he almost got the full stun on the Corki. Sorry,
yeah, no, he
on
did
the
get the stun on Corki.
Yeah,
Alistar's the only
sorry,
one who got away, so yeah.
And almost got down the Alistar as well to kill him, so it's something that's you gotta watch for, and maybe not the best choice to gank that lane. You gotta go for more of the mobile lanes like the Gangplank or like the Lissandra early, and kind of stay away from that bot lane.
But yeah, especially not early. With Kindred being so squishy and not offering much CC behind an Alistar combo, which they even hit at the beginning. But as you can see, and Braum and Lucian can kind of just back up and keep stunning as they were going out.
Yeah, I think right now in the bottom lane, because Lucian and Braum have the advantage, especially now, you just gotta sit there and wait for the Corki power spike.
Yep, they're not gonna be able to do much. I mean, they're even poking Alistar pretty hard out of the lane, and Alistar being one of the tankier supports. In mid lane here, it looks like we have they both backed, picked up their first item here. Not much seen by Havoc. He was topside there. Just Malphite, he just kind of walked away from him.
Yeah, I like the double TP that Asylum does have. I think the double TP will be good, and we'll be able to answer the dives that do happen if they do. So yeah, the double TP was a good idea for them. And then again, we got to point out the Victor's cleanse was also very good, because we know that you can cleanse the Lissandra ult, so that is a very good summoner on his part. So yeah, all around good summoners in the mid lane. I think they were rightly chosen. Definitely gives a little bit of the advantage to Victor in a fight, but as far as just sustain it, it goes to Lissandra.
Looks like we have Havoc looking top here. Yeah, not much Malphite, even though he's not level 6 yet. Havoc and having Gangplank here, they probably can't put too much damage down. So yeah, Havoc's lanes right now, he doesn't have much to do. He's kind of just free farming. Bot lane's pretty far ahead that they should be able to hold their own, and then it looks like Dynasty is just pushing in Ibis here and keeping that pressure.
Yeah, something that I don't really like Kindred is doing, she's really consistent on focusing the bot lane, and I don't really know why, especially because the bot lane's already ahead. You just gotta leave your bot lane alone. You gotta visit the other lanes. I understand top's pushed in, but try for the mid lane, try to just farm up, because at this point, you're not going to be able to win a fight in the bot lane. Even if you gank, you don't want to risk having to turn around like it already was. So I think she just needs to stay away from the bot lane and focus more on the mid lane. And
Looks
we
like
also
we
have a pause
here. Alright, just some lag. So yeah, so with the lead in the bot lane, I think you're right that Kindred should just stick away from there. But she doesn't have much else to do right now, which it looks like Z-Fred is really trying to apply pressure. You know, Merch has pushed Jubo in all day, so nothing to do up top. And then mid, Dynasty has been pushed up, but it looks like that Kindred just can't really find an opening to gank there. Especially with the Lissandra escape, it's pretty easy for Lissandra to dodge out of the Victor W, so.
Yeah. Something we do want to point out as well is this game is a fight for second place. Right now, Asylum does have the 1-point lead on Crown, but if Crown can manage to pull out a win in this series, whether it's 2-1 or 2-0, they can take second place. And obviously, the big point about second place it is for Blue side in the 5-game set in the playoffs. So they will be playing each other in the playoffs no matter what at this point. So this we'll see a rematch of this. So this is a good taste to see how the teams match up. But you do want to get that Blue side advantage. So Crown's hoping for that win to kind of be able to take that Blue side. So a shaky start, but let's see if they can kind of bounce back after they get the Corki power spikes and the Victor power spikes as well.
Yeah, something I want to point out here is look at all those pink wards in the side of Asylum. With their lead in most lanes, they know that they can pressure those and clear wards out by themselves. Braum did have one, but it did get cleared out. But I think we really need to watch this vision game because it looks like Asylum wants to take over early, and you know, and prevent Crown from having any vision. Looks like we got a fight here. Malphite should be able to ult out or ult back in, whatever his choice. Yep, Jubo got that kill. I think Malphite should have ulted away instead of ulting towards. He would have lived past that, but so yeah, Crown is in. Now Victor is 4 CS up right now. So there's the advantage there, but otherwise every other lane is losing. Down in CS and in kills in top and bot lane.
Yeah, the fight there was quite questionable. The Gangplank move scurried out heal. You saw that heal come in right after the Malphite ulted. It looked like Malphite might have had the upper hand, but he totally forgot about that heal. I agree. He should have ulted away. Not this smartest decision. And now you're giving Gangplank, who... Oh, and we have a fight.
We got some action here in bot lane. Oh, gets away with 10 HP. I think Phantom will be fine here. Looks like they're going in on Alistar here. Alistar is not level 6, and they got that kill. So yeah, it was good play from Phantom and Sacred down there. They knew that Corki, I think he used his Valkyrie in, or he had no mana. So Phantom just blew his ult on him, knew that he would have to waste some summoners or die. And Sailor Venus, she just kind of came in the backside and didn't do too much. Without being level 6, she didn't have her ult to get out of his stun or those extra resistances.
And we do have a cleanse come out from the Victor, yeah.
Oh. No, looks like they both get away with no health. We got to kill bot lane. Swifty came in with the package on Corki, and they picked up... Looks like they're going to pick up Zac and Lucian here. Yeah, Swifty came back within the package with Z-Fried being down there. And wow, Dynasty, that teleport is kind of questionable.
Yeah, I understand why he did it. He wanted to save the Zac, but he actually ended up hurting his team more than he did saving. It caused 2 deaths in the Good Gangplank ult, really solid. I think that Chaos came off cooldown too, so that was really, really well played by Jubu. I actually thought it was his TP at first, but yeah, the Lissandra coming in, it was a good intentions. I know what she wanted to do, you know, she wanted to save the Zac, but it actually ended up getting herself and Alistar killed, so not the best play there, but it still did turn out for them getting a kill on the Corki in the end there.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of puts the bot lane back in a little more favorable circumstances. With Corki having Sheen and Phage, that's going to give him, you know, decent fighting back power to Lucian's BF sword and Caulfield Warhammer. Oh, and looks like we got another kill bot lane here. Phantom just soloed. Kindred there, I think she was sitting in the bush. Nope, she just came in for another gank. So yeah, Z-Fred's really focusing on this bot lane, and I don't think he's helping them out at all. He's doing more harm than he is good right now. Phantom's a really good Lucian player, and he knows that he can easily duel the Kindred at this point in the game.
Okay. Sorry guys, just trying to fix a mic issue. There's apparently a mic issue and we can't hear it, so one sec.
Alright, so we got a gank coming in here on Ibis. Ibis, ooh, looks like he's going to turn this around, but he won't escape. That's going to benefit Asylum here, getting the kill and the assist, and Havoc can really push this lane in. And another kill bot lane here. Jeez, kills all over the place. Looks like Z-Fred's going to go down here too. Ooh, he left. Questionable decision here. Sacred gets headbutted back in. And Z-Fred should be able to chase him down and get this kill.
Yeah, you know, we did say that bottom lane might not be the best focus for Z-Fred, but he's really kind of turned that around. He's been focusing bot lane this whole entire game, and it's turned to do okay. Obviously, kind of letting up the kills in the early game, but just getting the Braum there 1-0 is a good trade. And now they do get the Dragon off of that, so it's definitely worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, about a 2k gold lead right now for Asylum already with this Dragon. That should help Crown kind of get back into it and help to bump their damages up a little bit. Like we said, this team is already a very late scaling team, so if they get this early advantage and Crown's not able to push back at their power spike during the mid game, then that's going to be rough for them.
Yeah, almost got the Triforce for Corki. He's just a little bit off of that. And we do see Lucian get his Essence Reaver, so he does have the advantage there. So gotta be careful here. And with the Zac coming in, just misses Sailor Venus. Corki does get to Valkyrie away, but the ult comes out. Sailor Venus pops her ult and gets away. Totally fine. It's the hard part about ganking that lane. Once Alistair gets 6, you're really not going to kill him that easily.
Yeah, they should be able to pick up the turret here. Pretty good trade for Asylum. They do want to get some map pressure out, and with this being down, Phantom and Sacred will be able to take their leads to other lanes. Mid lane is the only lane, pretty behind. 0-2-1. Not much gold going into Lissandra's pocket here. But yeah, it looks like Asylum is transitioning here to mid to help Lissandra push that turret down. And even with Victor's wave clear here, I don't think they're going to be able to stop this one. With Thread Havoc, Blastic slingshotting in. Oh, good pressure. Good pressure from Asylum here. They're roaming as a team, clearing out some wards. Looks like they're nope. They're not going to make a move towards Rift Herald here. They have switched Jubo into the bot lane. He does have TP, so he's able to outpressure Corki, and without Corki's TP, they're going to have to choose to respond someone to him. Z-Fred's, attacking Sacred here. Can't go too deep here, and he will. He'll face check into the whole team almost. Phantom putting down some good damage. Looks like he's not going to pick him up here. Yeah, Swift is not going to be able to hold here against Jubo. And Jubo's just getting some free farm down here, so we'll see what they do to react. Looks like they're sending Alistar down. Apply some extra pressure. But Jubo's already hurting a lot with that Triforce pretty early in the game. And Corki decided to go his Sork Shoes instead of finishing off his Triforce. Ooh, nice flash there by Phantom. He flashed out of that Malphite ult. That would have definitely been his death if he didn't do that.
Alright,
Z-Fred's still sticking around here. Looks like he had to pop the ult early. I think Phantom will pick up this kill here. Yep, nice kill there. Dynasty and Ibis meet here in the red side jungle. Don't think much is going to happen out of this. But yeah, with Phantom and Sacred with their lead bot lane, it looks like they really help transition other lanes. Jubo's getting some free farm down here with not much pressure. Just going to help that Gangplank, get more items in and just get to late game faster.
Yeah, alright. Let us know how the mic sounds now, Twitch chat, because I think we fixed the issue, but let us know. If it's still making a noise, then we'll just see what we can do. But anyway, back to the game. I do like what they did here. They did do the lane swap to get the other top turret. It's a very, very smart move. Yep. I think, if you got the turret bottom, there's no reason to keep pounding on the second tier turret. It opens you up to too many ganks. This is a smart gank. This is a smart move here. I like this.
And Merch doesn't have his flash or his ult. And looks like he's, Phantom, I think, will come in here and clean that up. Without much items on Merch, you can't really tank a lot of damage, even though it is just Zach and Braum. And they're going to push down this top tier turret. With only Alistar left to defend, it looks like this is going to be Asylum's turret. But yeah, Asylum's, that's what I want to talk about. Asylum's macro play right now is really looking strong. They did get a lead bottom, but then they've just been able to transition that to every other lane and get turrets. And now they'll be able to hold mid without losing anything. They'll get a free top turret. Alright, so Corki has the package here. Let's see what he wants to do with that. It looks like Asylum's going to look for the Rift Herald here. Looks like everyone's up here. We'll see what everyone wants to do with that. Z-Fried jumps in, doesn't get the Rift Herald. Corki packages in, Gangplank ult right in the middle of the team, takes down Corki. And Dynasty and Phantom are stuck in there. Jubo's on the trap. Looks like Crown's going to clean this one up. Even with the Kindred ult. Oh, Havoc jumps in the side for picking up Alistar there. So that's a 3-for-3 trade, plus the Rift Herald going over to Asylum. So that's going to be in Asylum's favor. They're going to be able to push that down with Phantom. They should be able to get this mid turret. Ibis doesn't have much mana yet, but he does have enough mana to clear one wave. So we'll see what they do with this. And we saw that team fight potential. Even Crown being down here with a good Merch ult, and then with a good Malphite ult, and then Victor following up with his ult and his E laser, really did a lot of damage. Like we were talking about earlier, Z-Fried actually made it out, even though he jumped in the middle of everyone. With his Kindred ult, he does act like a semi-tank and is able to tank a lot of damage. Yeah, looks like we have Asylum setting up for Dragon here. They're going to give the blue buff away to no one. They're just going to leave that because they want to rush Dragon. Z-Fried is down here doing the Dragon by himself. I think he's just going to help set that up for Asylum here. Yep. So the macro play from Asylum is really impressive. They've gotten all the objectives, towers, and they've just really been on top of everything. They have all their lanes usually pushed. They're going to get a gank here. Nope. Alright, well, it looks like everyone's kind of gathering around mid here, trying to push down the turret without any side lanes. Jubo is pushing down top lane. While Kindred's bot, so this could be the advantage for Crown right now with the TP being up for Gangplank. Nope, looks like they're just going to clear waves. They're content with that. Havoc flies in from the side, not really hitting anything. So yeah, about division control. Crown has really set up a good defensive warding, making sure that their jungle is clear. And that they're good. Well, Asylum has set up their warding around Dragon, but without Dragon being up and Baron being up, everyone is going to start moving their wards there. So we'll see who wants to play that. Play that first. Phantom is heading bot lane to clear this wave. Crowd's just kind of messing around in the jungle. Looks like Merch is looking for a gank here in Dynasty. Just pretty much wave back and forth right now. No one's really wanting to engage. No one's really wanting to fight right now. Everyone's just content pushing back waves, controlling their lanes, setting up vision around neutral objectives here. The Jubo does come down. It looks like Asylum wants to push down this wave here and get this mid tower down, so that opens up the map a little bit. They're not able to do too much damage here with Victor's E coming out in the wave clearing. Havoc going in, dodging the tower, TP coming in. Dynasty goes in, ult. Alistar? Nope, didn't ult anyone. Alistar just popped his ult. Looks like they will be able to get this turret, which I think was their whole objective the whole time. Havoc goes deep. Not able to get anyone hit up. Merch goes back in. Good ult from Orphan. Phantom's still alive. Jubo's still alive. Carry's still alive. They're able to kite back. Nice barrels. Havoc's looking for an E to engage. Goes in, gets the side. Those pops. Phantom's setting up, but everyone really does let's see if Phantom keeps up. Phantom's gonna whip the stun by Merch. The flash is over. Ooh, Merch is deep right. Take him down. Jubo's the only one left now. Not able to pick up Ibis. Jubo has to run away from this. Flash score gets the Victor kill, but he's gonna die for that one. That was a 4-4-3 in Crown's favor. Now Merch had a really good ult. I think he hit 3 to 4 people. Really good place, and that's really what won the fight. He hit on both carries on Jubo and Phantom back in the back. And now they're going to be able to push down this mid turret. I think Dynasty, and he flashes for it. Picks up that kill. Dynasty, the ult Merch, but not much follow up after that with Sailor Venus being there. So, on top of that fight, Asylum did pick up the mid turret, so the gold's about even in that last fight, but Asylum is still up around 3k, just from their CS advantages in all the lanes, and more turrets pushed down. Crown has 0 turrets pushed down, so they're really pressured back into their own side of the map. Looks like we're just going to go back to farming, get everyone ready. Now right now I think this benefits Asylum. Like we talked about before, Asylum has a really good late game team comp, pretty much just because of the gangplank. Lucian's going to be able to put out a little more damage than Corki come late game. So I think this farming style really helps Crown, especially since they are still ahead. Or it helps Asylum. Crown just went and pushed down the mid lane there. Not much follow up after that. Asylum was out of position. He couldn't really defend that. Yeah, but about this gangplank, so he picked up the Hex Drinker with the Triforce, and he's working on, looks like, Essence Reaver. So he picked up the Hex Drinker just so he could, there's a lot of magic damage coming out with obviously Swifta being, 70% magic damage, Ibis magic damage, and Merch ult magic damage, so I think that was a good pickup with the Hex Drinker there. He's going to be able to block a lot of the bursts that Crown wants to put out with their carries. We have Phantom really showing how good he is at Lucian. He stayed alive the last fight until the very end when he flashed over, but he really kited back the whole team even with the hard engage by Merch. And he's really putting out a lot of damage here. He is he is also 1,000 rolled up. That was obviously killed early, dead even in farm. So we'll have to see how that HGA matchup lines up. They are fighting for Dragon here. Looks like Z5 pops over. Fan picks it up with his Lucian. On a re-engage here. Merch is looking for an opening. Looks like everyone's just kind of going to back out here. It's going to be pretty late for them to get to 5. Don't think that's their goal, but that would help them with their hard late game strategy here.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Trying to fix the stream for people who are watching. We're going to look at it after. I know there's a little bit of a popping noise or whatever. It sounds weird, but we'll try to fix that after the game, in between games, so that doesn't happen for the second game.
Yeah, thank goodness you're back. I was running out of breath there trying to say everything.
Alright, so obviously the loss happened.
Got a gank in the top line here. Looks like Jubo was going to go down. Stepped a little too far. Even with the tower there, he didn't have any warding down the Baron River there.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage of the immobile game flank. I like how Zephride, or however we say his name, tried to avoid that tower 3 times and still didn't walk out of range. That was good. Yeah, I like the objective control right now that Asylum's been having. They've been doing a good job with that, but at the same time, the engages from Crown have been really, really solid. With Merch engaging, then obviously the Alistar following up is huge, and you gotta be worried a little bit though that the power spike for Corki and for Victor are going to run out soon, or are going to get, not run out, but are going to get overpowered by the Gangplank and by the Lucian. It is just kind of a ticking time bomb at this point, so you've got to take your lead right now and press it hard. They did just get 1 tower here, and there's a fight.
Yeah, looks like Sonic picked up over there. Gangplank ult comes down. Alistar has got away. I think Alistar has himself there. Oh, I just walked real close to everyone. Looks like no one saw him there, but he walks away. So that's a 1 for 0. Free kill for Crown here. That is the jungler being down, but looks like they are posturing towards Baron here. We'll see what they do with this.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good call going for Baron right now. You've got the jungler down, and you have 3 or 4 people who had to go back. Obviously, I just taking a ton of damage. So Baron's going to go down, and it's going to go down pretty quickly. We're going to see it before
Merch here. Merch does have his ult. Lots of vision down. We know it's going to also get Sacred. He don't really fix the Sacred here. Yep, we're starting to get the ult here. It looks like Crown's going to be able to clean up here. They get Dynasty down. No follow-up. So that's a 1 for 2 with Baron in Asylum's favor. So Crown got a little something back, but Asylum should be able to use his Baron on 3 of the members and push with it.
Yeah, I gotta give kudos to Crown. They did try. They actually ended up getting 2 buffs of players, but there's no reason to face check that bush in the mid lane that actually caused Kindred to die in the first place. When they're all MIA and there's no dragon to help you up, there's no reason to face check that bush unless you're all together. Especially when they have a Zac and they have a Lissandra, they're gonna pick you off really, really easily, and there's not much you can do against that much CC. And as we just saw there, the taking the Baron off, it was a very, very good idea by Asylum taking that Baron. The objective control and the rotations have been very solid by Asylum. If they keep this up, they're going to win this game just off of their rotations alone.
Yeah, but even with the lead by Asylum early game, Crown's still sticking it at only 2K behind from Crown. And as you can see, once they get a good, if they get a good Malphite ult, and their team fight comp really comes into play, they can still beat Asylum in team fight here.
Yeah, I think right now as Asylum you have to push as 5 because the Victor can't clear the wave now with the Baron. However, we do have a little bit of chase going on here. He does blow the ult Kindred, kind of back and forth. He does take down a lot of summoners there, a lot of skills there. Yeah, Kindred and Malphite. Yeah, that was absolutely worth it.
They're going to chase her down. Flash forward by Sacred. No, doesn't connect. I think they're just going to have to give up on this one. Unless Havoc can hit a long shot. Looks like Z-Fried's going for the suicide. And he Wow, he flashes for the suicide. That's right, Havoc. You better give him that one. He gets the flash for it. Now that is Z-Fry down. Um, Dragon's up to 60 seconds. Like you said, looks like Sailor Venus is caught down here. Yep. They are going to be pushing bot lane now. They're really using their TP to do Dynasty is just pushing down top lane, keeping the Victor occupied. He's the only one that can really hit hard with these Baron and power minions.
Yeah, he had to wear the Packers there to get away. He did get away successfully, but I think at this point you just gotta give up the turret. It's 4v2 on that turret, just give it up. And wait for your rest of your team to be up. Wait for this Baron buff to go. You gotta just wait out the Baron buff, then once that's up, you know, start grouping as 5 again and get the fights, and be able to take advantage of the fights and the team fight potential that Crown has. As you did say, despite them getting the Baron, despite them getting these turrets, despite them getting these kills, they are actually still within 2.5k gold. So Crown definitely can come back in this game very, very easily. It's going to take one team fight, and this right here, this Dragon, might be that team fight they're looking for.
Yep, this is the third Dragon going down here. They do pull it out. Z-Fry jumps over the wall again. He is really risky with these wall jumps. He's willing to put himself in the front line. With his Kindred ult, he knows that he can survive long enough for his team to hop in. Teleport the come in into Dynasty here. They're going to focus Sailor Venus here. Odd focus, but looks like they're picking flashes out. Taker coming in behind Merch here. Ooh, nice ult by Merch. I'm not going to pick up the kill though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not the team fight they wanted, that's for sure.
No, Crown wasn't all there, so they really engaged at a bad time. They kind of got just caught out through small skirmishes, which Asylum did better at right now.
Yeah, something I want to point out there is Ibis actually wasn't there in the beginning of the fight when Lissandra had TP. That's why I don't really understand why Lissandra, or why they sent the Victor to split against the Lissandra, when they should have had Merch do that because he had the TP, and that was a 4v5 fight for the majority of it, and you saw exactly what happens in a 4v5 fight, and this might be game over.
Yeah, it looks like Asylum's pushing for the win here. Venus can't do much. He can knock him away, but it looks like he does deter them away. Just knowing that the spawn timers are coming back up, with Merch and Z-Fried coming up, both big carries on the team. They don't want to risk it, and Asylum just wants to back up.
Yeah, they're going to take everything they can on the way out, though, including the blue buff, which really is a good steal. Obviously, Victor having that blue buff is key because his wave clear is so strong, but
Merch catches out Havoc here. Don't think he's going to be able to do it. So they're going after Phantom. Phantom's just able to ult and walk away. Nice kill. Wow, Z-Fried even had his ult up. It wasn't quick enough when the Victor's there.
Yeah, they went too hard there. It was really kind of a desperate move that I don't think they should have done. They shouldn't have chased that hard, especially after right when Merch missed the ult on the Lucian. You've got to just back off at that point because you just wasted a Malphite ult and didn't hit a carry. Back away at that point. Z-Fried being that far up as a Kindred who's squishy isn't a good idea, especially when Lucian can burst you. And we saw that there. He didn't get to use his ult, he got bursted so quick.
Yeah, I don't think he just was expecting Havoc to flash back over the wall there. Looks like not going for the death burst down there in the bottom lane. So yeah, now Asylum, all they really have to do, Baron's up in 52 seconds. They do have control. They have mid pushing with super minions. They all really need to do now is just, you know, get it warded up, get it cleared out, and pressure it, and either make Crown come to them, or just take it if they don't want to react. Looks like they're going to catch. They do catch Sailor Venus here. But they are focusing Ibis. Good focus. They just walk right past him. Ibis is caught. Looks like that's going to be a Baron.
Yeah, it's either going to be a Baron game. To be honest, they actually could go for the end because they don't have the Victor wave clear at all right now. There's no quirky package. I mean, I guess you have the Merch on, so they're going to play it more of the safe way. They're going to wait out that Baron probably and go for the Baron, which is probably a bit more of a safer way than just trying to go for the end and risking the Malphite ult. But I like their pressure. I like their picks. They're doing really, really good job here at picking people off. Like right now against Merch.
Their mid's gonna be pushing down soon here too. Flash out, but
Yeah, now they completely eliminate the threat of the Baron. The hardest thing with taking Baron against a Malphite is you're going in a group as 5 against a Malphite who can get a 5-man ult. Now that threat is gone, they can take the Baron so much easier at this point.
it's like Dynasty. Oh, he uses his Zonias. Wow. Defred jumps in and picks the Baron off for the smite steal. That was amazing.
Well, what will it cost them at this point? They do get the Baron, which will put a good amount of gold in their pocket, but they do also lose 2. Looks like Asylum's going to go back. Obviously, they're pretty wounded after that, take a lot of damage from the Baron, but kudos to Zfred to kind of keep this game going and kind of stall out, hopefully looking for that good team fight. Dragon 3 is coming up for Asylum. I totally thought they got that, but Zfred has been on top of his game.
Too. So yeah, Zfred has really kept him in the game. He's made up for his mistakes early game. He kept consistent on botting. He got Corki back in the game, ganking down there at bot. Now with the Baron steal and the Dragon steal, that's gonna put Dragon Timer way far back for Asylum. If that's their main focus, with the Baron steal, that's just gonna give Victor, Merch, and Malphite here all at Baron. I think Merch will be able to outpush Jubal right now. Yeah, those Baron empowered minions do a lot of damage to him. Looks like we just got a gank bot lane. Merch had to ult away. So this next team fight's gonna decide it. I think looks like Venus gets caught again. I think she's gonna die for this one.
Yeah,
yep.
This is Venus' 3rd time in a row being caught. She's had to use her ult defensively every single time, and again, Zfred has had some clutch plays stealing, but he gets caught again, and it's really been detrimental. They're using the Braum passive, the Lissandra and the Zac to catch people very, very well in this game.
And the pickup on the Zac there, or on the Malphite there, and that's gonna be game. They just come in and once they get one person picked off, everyone just keeps walking in by themselves. That's gonna be Asylum pushing for the win here.
Yeah, this game was really more lost to sloppy positioning and just misplays by Crown than it more was Asylum outplaying them. Yes, Asylum did have very good rotations in this game, but honestly, Crown could have had a chance of coming back in this game, but they threw it just by being caught out over and over and over again. Now we see game 1 is down. The win goes to Imperial Asylum. We'll go on to game 2 just in a little bit, and we'll also try to fix this technical sound issue that we're having. So we'll be back.
User left your channel. User was moved out of your channel. Channel switch. Microphone activated.
Alright, coach, you said if I shit on them, I got to play Yasuo.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I think. So we looked it up, and yeah, I don't know what Scruffy just told you, but I also think maybe it's a combination of the noises, because the game noises, right? Like you put them lower, but it's like you personally were muted, but the sounds were still coming through. So maybe it's the combination of like all the sounds at the same time, because I know there's feedback on both me and Scruffy's mics, but that's normal. Like unless you have a really good mic, that's gonna happen. So the crackling noises, however, was an OBS error, like it wasn't our mics. So yeah, I think it's really good. The Crown looks weird, like has a weird comp now. Crown has a very weird team comp now. Yeah, I don't think Crowns is as good as it was last game. I think it's just a bunch of comfort picks for them.
Yo, we can't stream. It's too bad.
Oh, it's still bad?
That's so bad.
Okay. But then. I mean,
Try
you
just
can.
not. We're gonna not talk, and I think it still goes off.
Yeah, just stream. Like stream it. We won't talk. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Microphone muted. User left your channel.